Hello, guys. Welcome to Season 8 of the Mindcrack server. We've done it again. We've made another season. Here we are in the Mindcrack build zone. So, what is going on? Why do I already have 28 levels? Why do I have armor and tools and everything, and you haven't seen any of this? Well, as many of you may have realized now, I stream a lot. I mostly stream, in fact. I still put YouTube videos out. In fact, you're watching one right now. I haven't done a lot of solo YouTube content in quite a while. I'm mostly when I am solo, I'm streaming, and when I'm recording, I'm with Jeff or Arcus and Packrat or whoever, you know. So we've started up a new season here, and I want to make my content a little bit differently this season. So that's why this is our first episode. The only thing you missed in the first day, so this is day 2 of the Mindcrack server, Season 8. What you missed in the first day is the initial setup, the stuff that you've seen a million times. There probably were funny moments, you know. All that stream content is still available on my Twitch channel if you want to go watch it. But there was a lot of downtime too. A lot of time when I spent waiting on things to grow, like all this sugarcane over here, waiting on wheat and stuff to grow. So I could breed cows, so that I can make an enchanting table, a full enchanting table. And that's pretty much what I spent the entire first day on the server doing, is focusing on getting an enchanting table going so that I could enchant my armor and stuff. I've checked out the nether a little bit. I've gone in, touched around a little bit, and we'll go in there and take a look around here in a minute. I want to kind of give you guys a tour and let you know what's going on and what the plan for me is this season and how the server itself has changed. So what am I doing? What's Good doing this season? Well, you notice there's no Jeff. I've killed him. We're done. We've broken up. No, it's just kidding. Me and Jeff are still on for this season, but I want to do my content a little bit differently this season. Some motherfucker. Some son of a bitch. I'm already getting pranked here, everybody. If that counts as a prank. So I want to return to some single player content. Excuse me. So some of this right here, some of what you're getting right now, some of this authentic, just me and you and this bed, that I can't use. So what this season's going to look like is it's going to be kind of 3 different mini series. Some will be kind of consistent and some will not be. So the Jeff and Good series will continue. I don't know if we'll live here in the area I've picked. I know I'm an unoriginal fuck, and I always pick a mountain biome to live in. But I was trying really hard not to this season, honestly. I was looking for a jungle, and I was considering moving to a jungle. And then I saw this area, and I imagined my nether portal in this opening here. And just the way it looked and everything. And I was just like, you know what? I'm building here. So I've picked this area. And maybe Jeff will move in here. Maybe we'll pick another area for the guano adventures. I don't know. I keep forgetting that Chibley's name is fucking High with 2 eyes. So over this area is where I've planted all my trees. These trees are not naturally here. I planted all this. I did have sugarcane going down here as well when I was trying to get everything going for the enchanting table. But I've since got rid of those since I don't need as much sugarcane. So I got lots of good plans for my individual stuff I'm doing. A lot of the single me and you videos will be in the old style where I'm telling things about life and stuff, but it's also going to be kind of a recap, you know, what's happened here while I was streaming, because I do plan on streaming quite a bit. So if you're someone that likes Twitch content, you like the live content, you want to watch it live, be sure to follow me, good.live, twitch.tv/good, however you want to get there. That's how you can see me when I'm live and doing anything. My schedule's pretty full though, so it won't be Mindcrack every night. You know, Monday nights I already have something going on with Best Squad. If you're not familiar, that's it used to be me, Cone, Brian, and Ryuski. Cone has since quit playing PUBG, so it is me, Ryuski, Kingster, and Brian. And right now we're doing Left 4 Dead 2. So that's what's going on Monday nights currently. But we'll mix in some PUBG. Basically, it's a shooter 4-player night. That's what Monday has been for the last 2 years, and that's probably what it'll continue to be. Tuesday nights, I record with Jeff, so I'll be on here. We're going to start live streaming it. So Tuesday nights, I'll be live. I'll be doing the live thing with Jeff, and we'll also be releasing those sessions on the YouTubes. So, Jeff and I only record for about an hour. So from about 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., it'll be me and Jeff. After that, he goes away. I may stay on. I typically stream every night from 9 till midnight. So I may continue on after Jeff leaves and continue streaming. I may not. We'll see. See what happens on Tuesday nights. Wednesday nights, Chibley's already left. Bye, Felicia. So Wednesday nights is the Space Cops, which may need a new name. Maybe we could drop the cops. We're just Space. The reason why we've kept the name actually is it started ironically as these abusive police officers in space doing abusive shit. So we've kind of stuck with the name even since all the drama in the world, which is not really new drama. The police have been assholes for a long time. And I can say this. My dad was a cop, and he used to say it all the time. I had the inside scoop as a child. My dad would come home from work and just bitch about the type of environment he worked in, the people that he worked with, and that sort of thing. So got the inside scoop on cops, even in the 80s. Anyways, so Wednesday nights is Space Cops. Right now we're doing 7 Days to Die. We've been doing 7 Days to Die for about 3 weeks now, I believe. So that's our Wednesday night thing. That's what we're focusing on Wednesday nights. I really like this area. I'm just fucking all over the place with my commentary right now, but I really like this area. And what made me finally decide to move here was when I envisioned my bed being right over here, and this being like a little loft area where I sleep, and then just looking out over here, and I could see the snowy area. And I like that little water feature I got and stuff. So this particular little view, this is all natural. I didn't do anything here. That's all. That was kind of the deciding factor. Never dropped off a snow golem whenever he was over here, and I named it Wilson and everything, and then he died right here. I walking into this. So there's the story of Wilson. All right, back to the schedule. Thursday nights, back again with Jeff. Same sort of ordeal as Tuesday. So everything I said about Tuesday, repeat that for Thursday. And there you have it. Friday nights is the patron night with me and Co-Star. So me and Co-Star are our own patron, if you're not familiar. Over a year ago, it's called Two Bananas for Sale. The name stems from a comment I made one time in Mario Kart calling Co-Star a two banana bitch, and we kind of rolled with it. We started a Patreon thing where we do stuff with patrons every Friday night. Not every Friday night. Sometimes it's just me and Co, but we try to mix it in. Like one Friday night, that'll be like a UHC with me and patrons and Co. And then next Friday, me and Co will play just a co-op game together, or we'll do a cooking stream or whatever. Things have changed a little bit since COVID started. We used to do more of that cooking and things that required us to go out in the real world, and there's less of that now. But that's my Friday night. Saturday and Sundays are open. I do probably this right now. Whatever's hot and interesting me. There was a 2-month period where I played 2 Point Hospital every Saturday and Sunday night. A lot of times there's long streams on Saturday, Sunday. Right now, in my real life, for those of you that don't watch my Twitch, get some insight on my real life. Some of you may be coming back from years. You may not even know I've been divorced for 4 years. Who knows? But I'm a very single man, so I have joint custody of my daughter. But during COVID, my joint custody has changed. What does that mean? Why am I talking like this? Am I announcing a game show? I am not. Anyways, so my right now, my custody with my daughter and my ex-wife is that since I work from home and my ex-wife works in the public, she has to go to work every day. And in lieu of putting our daughter in daycare, I'm keeping my daughter all weekdays, and she's there with her mom all weekends. That's the current setup. It's going to change. Eventually, we'll go back to week on, week off. But for right now, every weekend is my time where I'm home alone. And with COVID, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going out in the world. I did go on a date about 3 weeks ago, but that was very awkward because it was a very socially distant date. So there was me and her in a park. many feet apart talking, part of which with masks on. And once we found a spot where we could sit about 12 feet apart, we ended up taking our masks off. And it's a good thing because I got fucking sunburned. I wasn't even thinking about it. It was a cloudy day. I mean, that cloudy days will get you. That's the days that'll get you the most because you think, well, it's a cloudy day. I'm not getting that much sun. And we were under like shade and stuff too. So I didn't even consider that I might need to put on some sunscreen. But boy, I got sunburnt. So if I had a mask on, I would have had a very special sunburn. But wear masks, folks. Just please wear a mask at all times. Unless you're very far apart from someone, like in the situation I was in, 12 feet apart, I feel like you're probably safe to have a conversation without a mask. But maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I was taking a huge risk. At any rate, that girl, you need to know her name because she's gone now. It didn't work out. I don't know how anything can work out in the COVID state that we're in right now, honestly. Like, I just can't imagine. Like with her, I was going way outside of my comfort zone to even meet someone in public right now because it's been months since I was dating. I was dating really regularly. Again, if you follow me on Twitch stuff, you know all this already. But if you're new back to the channel or you're new to the channel to begin with, maybe these are new things you don't know. I don't want to get in bed because I want you guys to see this fucking nighttime thing. It's wild the way it works. Okay. So you'll see moving gun talking here. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Thought I heard something. Come on, somebody else sleep. Here we go. Look at this shit. That's wild, right? So this kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about as well today. So you see all this stuff happening. It's not particularly exactly vanilla anymore. And why is this happening? What is happening? What is going on? Again, a lot of you already know, but for those of you that don't know, let me explain. So for the last 2 years, I would say, Mindcrack's focus has shifted from Minecraft and mainly charity. What we do as a group is charity. We still do games together. We still do other games, we as in little like subgroups, so to speak. But whenever Mindcrack as a whole comes together, the thing they come together for is some type of charity event. So what does that mean for the future of Mindcrack? Well, for so long, people have associated Mindcrack with just a Minecraft server, and that's been the wrong assumption for years now. And we've tried to change people's understanding of what the organization is for quite a while now, and not everyone still grasps it. I still see comments like, Minecrack is dead. Minecrack is thriving. Minecrack is doing the best it ever has on the goal it is intending to achieve, and that goal is raising money for charity. We crossed over $1 million last year as a group, raising money for Extra Life, which is a huge milestone. We're the second company to have ever done that for Extra Life. So that's fucking huge. And to me, that signifies that the thing we're focused on, we're doing a fucking fantastic job at doing. So anyone that says Minecraft is dead doesn't understand what Minecraft is. So let's just get that out of the way. So what we've decided to do as a group is change the way the Minecraft server works too within Minecraft. Because there's still some of us that want to play Minecraft. This list you're seeing right here, it's going to get a lot smaller though. People will get hyped for a new season. They'll play for a bit and they'll move on. But the idea I've come up with for this season is one that opens the server to people that are still hardcore fans of the group and want to play Minecraft with us. And so it came about. Let me roll the tape back just a little bit. Back at the last charity marathon, when we were raising money for Extra Life last October, someone, it's either Chad or Sevidus, I don't really know which one. I was fully against this idea for what it's worth. In hindsight, it was a good idea. I have to admit they had a good idea. But one of them said that if we reach a certain goal in the charity event, we'll bring back the podcast, which is something people have asked for years. And I was fearful of this idea because historically the podcast ran out of steam fairly quickly, and then we would be stuck trying hard to come up with these episodes and not feeling like we had anything to talk about or do or whatever. this episode not going to accomplish a lot, by the way, in this particular episode of the Mindcrack series. Oh my lord, it's a skeleton gathering. I can't run. Mistakes have been made. Let's eat a bit of this rotten flesh. So we made the announcement during the marathon. If we reach, I don't remember what the total was. I think it was 150,000, maybe it was 200,000. Maybe I think it was 200,000. We'd bring back the podcast for some number of episodes, and then for every 10,000 we raised above that, we would do an additional episode. So in the end, we ended up bringing, I think we raised 260,000 last October in our 48-hour marathon, which signified 6 episodes of the Mindcrack podcast to come back. So we brought it back. We did our 6 episodes, and then we made an announcement that we would continue doing the podcast on a Patron style release, meaning that we would have one free episode of the podcast and then one patron only episode of the podcast for $5 a month. So we did that. And things grew fairly quickly, much quicker than I anticipated, honestly. And we wanted to expand upon that because we reached our goal to continue doing the podcast. It was a patron goal to say, if we hit this goal, we not only will we, do the podcast, we'll continue it indefinitely until there's not interest patron wise. So we hit that goal. And then people were asking, well, where's the face cams? You used to have face cams on the podcast. So we set a new goal in the Patreon. And we were like, all right, we hit this goal. We'll bring back the face cams. And so we did. We hit that goal. And about this time, I was thinking, like, how can we make this even bigger and better? And the thought come to me, well, why don't we make a tier for people to join the server? We'll limit it to a certain number of people. I thought maybe 200 or so. Matt was fighting for 400, I think, or 300. I don't know. We ended up compromising at 250. So we have a level of our patron, a tier of our patron at $25 that lets people join the Mindcrack server. You'll see no one's on right now. And the reason for that is it has a threshold. So at $5,000, the floodgates open. Well, there's more than one speculation. $5,000 and all the plugins are ready. It's looking good. The plugins are coming together really well. Just like just a few minutes ago, Moving Gun was talking about recompiling World Guard, where there's a couple little tweaks and things we're trying to work on to make things work the way we want them to work. But as of right now, it's mostly coming together. We're getting very close. In fact, I probably need to respond to Moving Gun here about some of these things here in a minute. So I'm going to wrap this episode fairly quickly. So yeah, things are moving in the right direction. It's looking like within a week, the world will be open to patrons. Not the whole world, though. We have a 1,500 radius, 3,000 diameter area that is, excuse me, the Mindcrack build area. So that's the area I'm in right now. And you can see the map at mindcrackmap.com. It kind of shows that area, that sort of thing. So everyone that's a Mindcracker will be able to build within this area and use this area. So anyways, so if you want to join, right, as of the time of me recording this, I think there's 140 slots of the 250 still available. I will say this, I don't know when this episode's coming out, but the way Patreon works, it charges you when you join and on the first of the month. So if you were to join today being the 28th of this month, you would get charged today, and then you would get charged again on the 1st. That seems silly to me and a waste of your money. So if I was you and you want to participate in this thing, I would wait till the 1st to join. That's just my own opinion. If you're worried about slots running out, do your thing, whatever. But I think the slots will still be there on Monday. I'm pretty confident. And I think that it makes more sense for your bank, not necessarily the Mindcrack bank, but your bank to save your money. Speaking of the bank, where does this money go? What is Mindcrack doing with this money? Well, I started this episode talking about Mindcrack's focus as a charity organization. We are not currently a 501c charity organization, but we are in the steps of making that happen. So the end goal for Mindcrack is to be its own standalone charity. Does that mean Mindcrack's not going to continue to support Extra Life? No, it does not mean that. It does mean that Mindcrack's going to expand what we support in terms of charity, though. The end goal, my vision for Mindcrack in terms of charity raising, is to have the ability for every member to pick something that they want to focus on, and our marathons to switch from being primarily Extra Life focused to being not only Extra Life, but other charities as well. So I want to expand what we're doing. By having this Patreon page, we're able to have a budget now. In the past, we've always been reliant on whatever Extra Life's budget is. We've worked with Twitch and stuff to kind of get some extra money, but there's costs that are involved with putting on these events. Sometimes they're very big. Like last year, our marathon, the company we had to rent to do the production cost $60,000. So that's how much money went into raising 260,000. So we really only raised 200,000 when you think of it, because 60,000 of it was just cost. So a lot of money goes into making these events happen. If we have our own budget that's not a part of Extra Life's budget or Twitch's budget or who other, last year we got $40,000 from Made Good, the granola bar company. So that offset the 60,000, right? So now we're only at 20,000. Anyways, so there's always this scramble to what can we do to make the event happen without it being a total like, now another commercial from Made Good or whatever. This balance, So by us doing this and us having an independent budget using the Patreon for our events, we can not only make our events way better, we can also have more events. So my goal is to do something where we're not seeing 2 events a year, one from home and one together. I would love to go to once a quarter, every 3 months, you're having a big, huge charity event with all of us together doing something different, trying out different ways of raising money, trying different things, bringing in new people that want to raise money for other events, and growing this event to where we're raising, we raised $1 million across 4 years. Maybe we could raise $1 million every year or 2 million or whatever. You never know where it could go. But because of the support of the Patreon, we are able to grow this event to be something way bigger than what it's been in the past. And to continue doing the things we already love to do. The individual Mindcrackers and members of this group will continue to make their own content and do their own thing, and also collaborate within the group. But we can not focus so much on how to make these events happen whenever it's just organically happening because of the Patreon. Organically may not be the right word there, but you know what I mean. So for me, this is really exciting because, like I said, we've struggled for years to make these events happen every time. Sometimes very last minute, trying to make things happen when things came up and whatnot. Now, granted, this year we're a little fucked. We got coronavirus. It's fucking everything up. Everyone knows coronavirus is ruining the world. So that's going to make this year hard. But that just means we're going to have more money for future events. And we're still going to be putting time and effort into this year's events, even if they end up happening remotely and virtually. So there still will be charity marathons and stuff this year. I've been working very hard on 2 run of shows. One for, us all doing it together. I also like this bed location, by the way, because you get to see the moon fly by. So yeah, not only a run of show for if we all did get to actually come together in October, because October 24th, set your calendars, put it on your date, write it on your dick, do whatever. Stick it on your forehead so you see it in the mirror every morning. October 24th will be the next charity marathon for Mindcrack. See that moon flying by? Wasn't it cool? So no matter what, if it's in person or it's remote, it's happening then. Baz is dead to a zombie. That's his 5th death. I have not died yet. We didn't have the death counter in place right at first, so like Chad's got about 10 more deaths than what his number says. Just saying. I'm turned into Arcus. So yeah, I think I've filled your ear holes with lots of information, a lot about what's going on. I don't think I did say what I want to do with my particular own Mindcrack series yet. And here's what we're doing. We're going to have an individual recording, me doing this right here, talking, walking, maybe doing other stuff, showing you progression that has happened on the live streams between me and Jeff, and a new series, Good and Daughter, that will be intermittent. When I said earlier that some things will be consistent and some things won't, that one will not be consistent, especially once school starts back. That may not happen for months at a time even. There might not be an episode for a while. But she's got a lot of interest in Minecraft. We've been playing a lot together, just me and her, on survival worlds across the land and stuff like that. And we've got creative worlds where we prank each other, that sort of thing. So she's really into Minecraft right now. And the problem with the LAN server is I have to start it up and then ask her to join or whatever. So I don't have like a private little server going where she can join all the time. But I knew that this server was coming, and I told her, I was like, why don't you just join the Mindcrack server once we reset it? And so she's pretty excited about that. She's also a little nervous. She's like, what if I get in front of someone when they're recording and all this? And I'm like, just don't be annoying, and you'll be fine. So she's a little bit subconscious and worried, but I've told her there's nothing really to worry about. So there'll be some of that. There's going to be, so this is how the title instruction is going to, structure is going to work. There's going to be episodes that are Mindcrack episode, season 8, episode 1. That you're in it. You're in that one right now. This is it. You've done most of it, in fact. So that's this series. That's the main series. Me going back to just being alone, just talking, just recapping things, telling you about things. Probably doing more than I did this episode, because all we do is run around. I wanted to show you the area I picked out and kind of catch you up on what's been going on if you don't follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I meant to say Twitch, but Twitter's good too. So there's that series. That's the main thing. But it's not going to happen every other day. It's going to happen when it happens. When it makes sense to make an episode, I'll make an episode. The next series is going to be the Mindcrack Guano series. So Minecraft still, but Guano. It's a sub-series. It's the podcast series. It's the me and Jeff. He may move out here with me in this area. He may live in this mountain. He may not. We may pick somewhere else. He may have his own house. We come together in between the middle like we're trading custody of a dog. Who knows? So we'll work it out. There'll be the me and Jeff series. We'll continue every Tuesday and Thursday night. It'll be streamed and also uploaded to YouTube. And then the third one that I've already mentioned, the Good and Daughter, the Minecraft family. I don't know. We'll come up with a name. So that'll be the final series of things that we have going on. So there's going to be 3 series that are happening across the channel, all on the server. None of them have a set schedule, except for probably Guano. That'll be every other day, as it always has been. So that's that. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. This is the new season of Mindcrack, the season 8. We got a lot of the same familiar faces. We haven't added anyone new that I know of, other than about 250 patrons. So I think, personally, that this is going to give life to a server that has mostly members that have lost their interest in Minecraft years ago. A lot of these people just don't play the game regularly. They'll get an itch, they'll come in, they'll scratch that itch, and they'll move on. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't fault anyone for doing that. I have a hard time playing Minecraft too. It's been a long time. And even the new things that get added get consumed fairly quickly, right? And then you're left with the old thing with, and me as a person, I don't like to build. I'm not a builder. I don't make good builds. I don't have beautiful builds. My daughter, I've seen some of the shit she's building creative. It looks fantastic. But then in survival, she builds cobblestone houses. So there's a difference. And I've asked her, I'm like, why can you build this amazing thing in creative, but then in survival, this is what you got? And she's like, well, these are the materials I got. So there's some logic behind it. She's like me. It's often over functionality instead of beauty. But anyways, that's the recap. That's what's going on. And I hope you guys join us on this adventure. It's going to be a fun season. And I do think that the Patron edition is going to only bring positive things to the interaction and the number of people that you see on the server. So I hope to see you all very soon. Thanks for being around for these almost 10 years. We're celebrating 10 years in just under 4 months. Can you believe it? I can't. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, everybody.